Autobots, roll out.
So y'all, thank you for joining. We got Jim, we got
guys.
Robert, Eddie, Julio, and Cole.
Oh, I missed my cue.
Yeah, you came in a little early there. We need to go ahead and let's just start all over. Oh my goodness, I got to do all this all over again.
Way to go.
Do it live. Let's do it live.
So I do have a topic list down because I don't want to go into this thing just half-cocked. But before I get into any topics, we're not going to talk about Masterpiece Starscream because that's part of the topic list. And so we'll get to that in a minute. But if there's any particular toy that y'all want to highlight that you've got recently or that you've owned and you're just still really proud of, I don't have it with me, but mine would be the Classics Power Glide, that ultra-sized Power Glide. It's a piece of crap, but I love it. I love it because the airplane. I love the A10 Warthog, but look it up. Look it up. It's my favorite, and it's just janky as far as an action figure is concerned. But that's mine.
But don't forget the time that it was designed and built. So I mean, it is what it is, and it shows its age very, very, very badly.
It does, but it's got sound effects, and it has all the. I think it has the heart too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you pull the chest open, and it has the heart in there.
Yeah. So every little detail about it is just kind of, it was made as a love letter to the character. And, even his giant minigun that you can mount underneath the nose, it's great. And I love the A10 Warthog, so that's mine. And I'll have to come up with something different next time. But Julio, what is something besides Masterpiece Starscream that you're really excited about or that you've always really loved?
I'm taking over the set real quick. We need to do something for someone special. Congratulations, James, on your newborn.
My haircut. Yeah, I know.
So,
thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes.
A newborn.
Congrats, dude.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yep, there it is.
Oh.
There he is right there.
The ultimate masterpiece figure.
You wouldn't believe how many points of articulation he has.
I bet.
Yeah.
And
like
don't forget about
right?
that built-in voice box too.
125.
It will just go off randomly.
He's
It
like,
takes an hour to transform too.
yeah. I probably will have to feed him maybe around 9:30, so we'll see how that goes.
That's
But
fair.
anyway, Julio, if you're not ready, we can get somebody else. You got something?
Yeah. No, I'm not ready. I don't even know. I have so many.
I kind of sprung this on y'all. So is there anybody else that wants to talk about a particular toy or figure that they really appreciate?
Well, since my first time on here in a while, I was going to say I'm really excited for that G2 Megatron. Proper G2 Megatron that's the Generation Selects is getting ready to drop.
The Generation Select one?
Yeah. Proper green and purple camoed Megatron.
So I'll say something about that. I pre-ordered it as soon as I
Same
saw
here.
it was up. What is it? I don't know what it is about me, but I always pre-order the wrong thing because that's still up for pre-sale, but the Ramjet is gone. I can't pre-order it.
Did that
Oh, yeah.
actually sell out?
Yeah, that sold out like soon after it was announced.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well,
Thank God.
But
Oops.
but anyway, Cole, yes,
Wait,
that's
which one sold out?
The Desert Storm looking Ramjet.
The Sandstorm. Sorry, there
Sandstorm.
was
Oh, really?
one Sandstorm.
Yeah.
That song.
And everyone was making fun of it online too. That's what doesn't make sense.
Well,
Everyone-
they hear the names Sandstorm and they think
Garage.
orange and red or orange and yellow triple changer.
Yeah.
No, you're not a true fan if you just complain. That's not my Sandstorm.
Oh God. Womp womp.
But yeah, the Megatron, that thing looks real pretty, and I've been waiting for a G2 style Megatron.
Yeah, I was
and-
just upset that they completely missed the bar on the Combiner Wars leader to do that. That was the perfect mold for it.
It was, but you know what? They tried changing that one to what was it? The Armada.
Armada.
version?
Yep.
Yeah, and that was a failure because as far as I'm concerned, the Armada, if he doesn't have the underslung cannon turret, then that's a.
Well, funny thing was the last BotCon I went to, I think it was the 2015 when they showed that. I talked to one of the reps like, you guys need to release this as G2, either be it Amazon or some kind of exclusive. I guess they didn't listen to me, jerks.
I'm not
Well,
listening to you.
You don't have to.
Oh man.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. That G2 Megatron looks really pretty. I kind of wish the face was a little bit more purple, but it's still a pretty figure. And you know what? I'm not going to be buying the Earthrise Megatron. It looks goofy, but as a G2, oh, it's beautiful.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. All right. Julio, you want to go?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Okay,
I
go
got
for
it.
it. What do you
I'm
got?
good. So I just recently bought this Mandalorian figure.
Oh wow.
So
What's it transform into?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
Pieces?
no, I don't really have any like new Transformers other than that Starscream. Oh, and I got that little space shuttle looking thing too. That the two that combine together.
Yeah.
That one's pretty cool.
I got the instruction sheet right here. I can tell you the name of it. It's Blastmaster.
Blastmaster, yeah, or something. Don't they have like two names?
Yeah, Blastmaster and Fuser.
Gotcha.
Because I picked that up a while ago too.
It's not Transformers, but I do like this figure. I never found the other original one in stores or anything, so I like it.
I found mine in store for $9 at HEB, and I took it up to the counter and said, "Y'all have it on." I did the thing you always do, Julio. Hey, y'all labeled this wrong?
You got it on the wrong shelf.
I thought about doing that, taking a picture of it on the wrong spot. It's like,
Yeah.
see, this is where you guys put it.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
True.
Oh well.
Yeah, that Mandalorian figure is pretty cool. I look at it though, and I'm thinking, do I want to keep it? Do I want to get rid of it? Because I could probably sell it for some money. But it's a pretty figure. It really is. And in 3 years, after there's a couple more seasons out, how much will I want to hold on to it? That's the thing I'm trying to figure out. I don't really like it as the character. I like it as the figure and the toy. It's a really pretty toy. So, what do you think of the show? Do you like that Mandalorian show?
Yeah, for the most part. It got me on the edge of my, seat. So there's a lot of surprises and stuff. I do like it.
Jim, you got something for me?
Upcoming figure, Black Reichi, only because you have to know Black Zarek's coming out as the Titan in Beast Wars. I think we all got to swear with the old Tidal Wave and the Arc. I think now it's got to be Black Zarek because there's no other better way to honor the Japanese Transformers and especially Beast Wars with that. So it might be just a swerve. It might be just they're offering it because it's another recolor of the Fast Track mold. I mean, they had one other one and now they got this one. So who knows? But
I mean, it's simple enough that they did that.
Yeah. I think it's actually kind of a knowledge or a nod saying, "Yep, we're getting a Black Zarek." But I'd be fine with anything they put in a Titan class because I'm going to throw my wallet at it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, it's got me thinking that they probably will still do Black Zarek, but I think that at the same time, the new Titan will probably be Tidal Wave or something like that for the next year.
I would love to have a Tidal Wave. That'd be awesome. Tidal Wave was probably my favorite Armada figure.
I never got them. This is one of the figures I have, like almost all the figures from Armada, but I don't have that one.
Were you able to get Jim? Were you able to get that Fast Track? That you're talking about the one that's on Hasbro Pulse. The
Flex Raichi, I believe is how you pronounce it.
Were you able to pre-order it?
Yeah, I got that pre-ordered. I got Fast Track pre-ordered. The next wave of Earthrise pre-ordered. I mean, my wallet in December is going to look like I bought all the kids at the local homeless shelter everybody Christmas gifts because it's going to get shot to heck in December. Ouch. Robert and I were talking earlier. I got another Jetfire so I can open the one that I have now. And I pre-ordered another Omega Supreme so I could have that mint and seal box so I can have all 5 of the Titans out of the box and mint and seal box because, well, I'm that kind of guy.
Nice. Eddie, you got a figure that you've been eyeing or old or new that you've been looking at? You got us, Eddie?
No. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
You're breaking up.
You're coming in delayed a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, my internet sucks.
Uh-oh.
It's those earpieces or something.
Womp womp.
It's an
AirPods.
Apple
Don't make-
product.
Knockoffs.
Yeah.
You
It's
look
not
tired
me.
though. You look tired.
Are you kidding? The guy's
I'm
like
a little
back
tired.
on the Toy Jojo. Of course he's tired.
Yeah, I know, man. It's crazy.
I hate you guys down there for having a store like that and like Anna's and stuff like that. If I had anything like that up here in Sioux Falls, I would literally be broke all the time. I mean, I don't know if I'd
Street,
make
right?
rent alone.
You're on the corner trying to make up the money that you spent, right?
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately.
Robert, what about you? You got something?
Just like Jim, my credit card's hurting right now, severely. What I'm waiting for, I'm waiting for several things, but one thing I'm waiting for that's getting closer right now is the Takara Hasbro Pulse exclusive God Neptune. That's the one I'm
fair.
currently the one I'm waiting for. But I'm
Do
waiting
you
for.
have the Seacons?
No, I did not. I don't know why I didn't get them. I didn't jump on them. I just said, I'll pass on that. But once they mentioned God Neptune, I'm like, sold. I mean, that didn't take a second, not even a second for me to pre-order that one.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I would love to get it. I just don't need to spend that kind of money right now. But
Oh, that
it's
guy.
a beautiful figure.
I just dropped $378.86 on Monday evening. So,
Ooh, to the cent too. Ouch.
yeah, it's called the Sentinel. I went for the
Oh,
Sentinel. Yeah,
yeah.
my credit card is literally on fire, screaming currently as we speak.
How big is this Sentinel going to be?
26.4 inches.
Dear God.
They haven't said the weight on it, but yeah,
Basically,
proper
another small
Sentinel.
child.
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Dang.
I'm just wondering why in the world Julio keeps a tape measure next to him.
What?
for
You
for
don't-
stuff like this.
You don't keep tape measure next to you?
No, I know how big I am.
Oh man.
I
Well,
wasn't
by
going
coincidence,
to.
I may or may not have one right now.
I'm pretty sure I have one somewhere around here.
It just happens.
Well, mine was just because I moved, so I have an excuse. Unlike Julio, where he's constantly.
Well, so I did come up with the topic list because otherwise this will just be a big old mess. But I'm going to go ahead and jump straight to the second question that I sent in to Jim and Robert. MP movie Starscream has appeared, and we have somebody else. No,
It's Ed.
oh, okay. Yeah. So, movie masterpiece Starscream is out, and I am not buying it because I have two versions of the deluxe and Voyager, and I'm perfectly happy with that. That said, you might talk to me in a few months, and I'll have an MP Starscream, but I doubt it.
I can't wait to get mine in hand.
Yeah, so the only one here that has it is Julio, then I suppose.
Mine's in transit to the store, but
Okay, doesn't count.
Hunter has one. Hunter got one. Yeah.
What do you think about it, Julio?
Oh, I love it. I mean, it's not the leader class Revenge of the Fallen, but I still like it. I mean,
Wait, what do you mean by it's not the leader class Revenge of the Fallen? Are you saying it's not as good, or are you saying it's better? What does that mean?
Well, man, I don't know. Like, I like the leader. Yeah, is that the leader class one you're showing?
This is the leader class, the Hunt for the Decepticons one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
that
the
one.
add-on
That
kit.
one. That one. I fell in love with when it came out. So like I'm all over jets. I'm all over anything that flies. But the one, yeah, from Revenge of the Fallen, I like it.
I like the original leader class as well. But me personally, I do see the flaws in the robot design compared to the MP just from seeing reviews and whatnot. So I kind of prefer the MP's looks over the old, Hunt for the Decepticons, but that's just me being personal about it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just go ahead if you got something.
Yeah,
About
the transformation's kind of wonky. It's a little tough to read off the instruction sheets for the Masterpiece Starscream. So I just found some YouTube videos And
Yeah.
I mean, some of them were like a little too fast explaining, and you just got to get everything fit properly. Everything just comes apart. But like with like the leader class versions are like more simple, but this one's like a puzzle, I guess.
Is it? What are you paying? Where is the $150 in it? You got what? You got 2 leader class?
Yeah,
You got
Oh.
two? Oh,
one
cool.
for $15 and one for $35.
I only have one.
I had two at one point, but one wasn't a saved toy from a recycle bin.
Oof.
Wow.
I would say 100. I don't see 150
Yeah.
there.
Is that because you only buy knockoffs? I'm kidding.
Nah, I don't buy
That's a
knockoffs.
shot. That's a shot.
Hey, I
Shots
own a
fired.
couple. I own a couple, so I cannot.
Same with the Megatron. It's the price is up there, but you know, I don't know. It's not there. I don't see it.
Well, at one point, didn't the description say it was supposed to have LED head?
I never heard anything like that. That would be cool though. That
'Cause
would.
if it had LED heads, just for the eyes to light up red, then I can see 150 for it.
Yeah,
But,
maybe.
like Julio said, I mean,
There are no
maybe
electronics in it,
125.
right?
Yeah, there's no
No,
electronics.
no electronics.
Huh.
I
Yeah, no,
thought
no.
I read somewhere that it's supposed to have an LED head light up function, but things change after its initial release.
I could totally see myself buying that thing for $100, but 150.
Yeah,
That's
100.
just a little up there, especially
But-
right now.
Compared to some of the other sites that you see, so like say the TF Source, the BBTS, and some of the other big names, they have it marked up to just over 200, maybe 230, compared to your Target's 150. Well, plus tax, whatever. But still, that's a better price than trying to buy it elsewhere.
Yeah, and also for me with that deco that they have, the when it's in alt mode, when it's in a plane mode, that spray that they whatever that camo on the top is. I don't know that when I saw
Digital camo.
that was the camo thing. When I saw that was the other thing that made me think, I would prefer one that's clean, just a clean looking jet, not camo jet, not it's got gold like gold things over the engines in plane mode too. I don't know. I've seen pictures. That's how I know.
The thrusters on the back are gold. I think.
Yeah,
That's, yeah.
So I don't know. For me though, when it comes to something like that, I really want a good alt mode. I would love, the robot mode is important too, but that alt mode, I'm a big fan of good alt mode.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that statement. The alt mode does look off compared to the real piece, but for the most part, I mean, you are paying for the parts and the robot mode. I mean, 75% of your purchase is for that. The other 25 is for the alt mode,
Yeah, what is
especially
it?
when it comes to a jet.
Majority of people are going to display it in robot mode and facing forward.
Yep.
Not backwards.
But the back part, I mean, I do like how they integrated the actual jet thrusters for robot mode.
Yeah, it looks
to
pretty
buy a
cool.
third-party
It looks
set.
pretty cool.
That's cool. And Ratchet is coming out too.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
That'll be interesting. I've never been a huge fan of the Bay designs, but I'm really interested to see how they go from the robot to the vehicle. Again, hopefully the vehicle is fairly accurate, but we'll see.
I mean, I have my minor nitpicks, but that's just more tempo and just how, because the whole thing's engineered, certain parts move certain ways and certain logos aren't completely 100% accurate. But
Mhm.
that's just me personally. And I, for one, love the Bay designs just because, one, that brought me back into the whole foray of the Transformers franchise after being away since like Armada.
Mhm.
And still,
Um,
I can't wait to complete the 5 Autobot set.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Well, Cole, I'll tell you, as far as the Bay designs, you're wrong. They're horrible.
Here we go.
If it's not
Oh,
G1,
Okay, don't get butthurt if I call you G Whiner.
Oh.
G Whiner.
all right. So before we move forward, hey Eddie, if you are able to hear, okay, if you want, you can go ahead and
It's coming in really weird.
yeah, if you want to
Everybody's
take,
delayed, and you guys are moving your mouth and nothing's coming out.
Do you want to take your earbuds out and try it on that? I can mute your audio until I see you have something to say, and then I can unmute it, and that way the audio doesn't bleed over everybody else's.
Okay, I was gonna try maybe using my phone.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
think that'll make a difference?
Yeah.
That'll
give
make
me
a
1 second.
difference.
That's what I'm using is my phone. It works
Yeah.
beautifully.
Jim is using his phone right now, and I believe
Yep.
Cole is as well.
No, I'm on my desktop.
Oh, okay.
Where's your?
Oh,
Hey,
I'm on
it's just
my
a picture.
desktop.
Yeah. All you need is my beautiful, acting picture for, my my headshot
Desktop or is it a laptop?
desktop.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
they're still around?
Desktop.
Ah,
Well, I use it for my racing
man.
sims, my now web coding, and my graphic design. So I've got a beautiful 3 monitors set up. Got my wheel in front of me.
well, let's go ahead and what do I want to do here?
A podcast?
No, I don't want to do it.
Dang, no.
Nah.
Why
It's
would I
time to
want
go.
I think we're just shooting the shit right here. I mean, that's all it is.
Okay, so let's see. I'm actually waiting to see if Eddie pops back up. But I'll go ahead and move on. He'll join or he'll pop up in a second.
And we can
Today, I guess, or yesterday, I haven't been keeping that much track, but we saw Cheetor and Black
Yep.
Rat and some others.
Today.
So Kingdom Leaks is what I wrote down. What are y'all's thoughts on any of those? If y'all want me to point at somebody,
It's.
or if you just want to start talking. Hey, there you go.
I'll take a stab. I think it's actually looking pretty good so far. I'm kind of slightly irritated with Hasbro being the fact that they're doing a Black Arachnia,
whoa.
There's Eddie.
Hold
And
on.
there he goes.
and there he goes.
There you go.
I'm
All
trying
right.
to. I'm still here. I'm just.
I totally imagine
Okay,
you
there we
always
go.
look like that too, Eddie. A little dot with a little half oval. I always imagine that's what you look like. That's totally Eddie
Yeah,
Chan
man.
right there, man.
Eddie, I will say, if you don't want video, turn it off, man. You don't have to have video on. If that'll make it easier for you. But yeah, whatever.
Maybe. Let me turn on video so you
Oh,
can
you're
start
good.
looking
You
at me.
sound good right
Yeah,
now.
it looks
What? What are you talking about?
I mean, yeah, you sound good and look beautiful. So
Oh, thanks. I try.
um,
Dude, the phone is so much better. What the hell?
it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It sounds
Yeah,
better.
I think
everything.
it is.
That's
Yeah, but I
exactly
gotta
what works for
hold
me on
this
my
thing.
Discord too. The
There you
phone
go.
works
Hold on,
a lot better
let
than
me
my
put it
laptop
down
on my
here.
desktop.
Oh, there we go.
Now we can see his muckles.
Oh, okay.
From this
So
on
we
the
are
mic.
taking
I'm-
off our shirts.
I'm doing work too.
Anybody want me
So-
to play Goodbye Horses?
Or are we doing shirts and skins?
Dude, this is so much better. Like you guys actually make sense now.
There you go.
The whole
Well,
time
we're
I was
doing
like, what
something
the
wrong
heck
if
are
it
they
makes
saying?
sense.
Well, Eddie, we were talking about the Kingdom leaks, all the Cheetor, Black.
Oh,
Rat,
dude, if you guys want to know, I have all the lowdown on everything.
Yes.
There we go.
Good, Eddie.
Right ahead,
Give
sir.
it a
Perfect
Let me,
timing.
let me check the cheat sheet. Okay,
He's
so
prepared.
there's gonna be what do you guys know already?
He's
They
already
showed-
writing it down.
Cheetor, Black Arachnia, and Warpath.
I don't know who
So is it
Warpath
Warpath?
That was
Yeah,
Warpath.
that's
Yeah,
Warpath.
I didn't see Warpath.
I saw like this.
Man, where y'all seeing these pictures at? I don't.
There's pictures.
Yeah, there's pictures.
Hunter posted some pictures earlier
Yeah.
today.
I
Well,
just
not
saw
only that,
Cheetor.
TFW also had posted
Yeah.
pictures. So there's a group on like an army of Cheetors in cat mode, and then there's also a couple of
What?
alt modes of Warpath.
There's a pile now. All I saw was a pile of poo on the floor, and people said that's Warpath. That's what it looked like this brown pile of poo on the floor. But
What?
It's on
Yeah.
TFW?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Possible
I
first
don't
look
see
at
it
War for
either.
Cybertron, Kingdom, Cheetor, Black Arachnia, and Warpath, and you click that, it opens up, and on the bottom you see Black Arachnia and what looks like a tablecloth full of, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Cheetors and 2 Warpaths.
What page are you on?
Got some. Oh, that's too
First
bright.
page.
Never mind. That didn't work out.
Dark
Studio
web, Eddie,
series.
don't go there.
Skip Jack. Hold on.
Found some
First look.
costumes.
Okay, there it goes. There it goes.
There you go.
Okay, I see it. I see it.
Found some costumes.
Oh yeah, those.
uh,
Oh, it is
Julio
Warpath.
looked in
Okay.
the chat, Julio, look in the chat. You'll see the link.
All right, here we go. So
Oh
leader class.
yeah.
Leader class is gonna be a my distributor is like telling me it's gonna be Megatron Trex. And I'm like, you mean T-Rex?
Nice.
He's like, oh, that makes more sense. So there's gonna be a Megatron T-Rex. For Voyager, there's gonna be Optimus Primal and a Cyclonus. I don't know how Cyclonus fits in. For Deluxe, we have Cheetor, Black Arachnia, Warpath, and some other thing called like Vertibone. I don't know what that is.
Might be a new
I think those
character.
little fossilizers, aren't they?
The what?
They're like fossilizers, is what they're calling them.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what that is. And then there's a line called the Core that's going to be like the Legend scale.
That's
Gonna be
what
Rat Trap.
is. Yep.
Rat trap.
Another Vertibone thingy, and I think I dozed off when he told me the last item because it's blank. But there's 3 of those in that case back. Yeah,
So Rat Trap is going to be smaller and cheaper than Deluxe.
Well, we already know he's going to be smaller because there's already pictures and a review out there of him.
Oh, that's
There's
right.
already a review.
Yes.
Oh, man, I'm
Reviews.
late.
Yeah, and what's
I
the-
am too.
Jim, the guy that you talked about earlier, the fast track for Black
Yeah.
Zarak. I forget his
Black
name.
Riichi.
There's already a review of that guy. What's that
Yeah.
Two of them.
emoji? or
Really?
whatever his name is?
Emgo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
had
the
it.
infamous Emgo.
And
Yeah.
also Prime versus Prime. Those are the
Okay.
only 2 that I've seen that had at least that review up for him.
Well,
Like soon after the pre-orders went up.
I'm,
Amigo got his from BBTS. They gave it to him.
I don't know if I'm excited for these Kingdom toys or what I'm thinking. Like, I don't need enough. I got the Generations Rat Trap, and it's
Oh,
beautiful.
it's a
I love
good
that toy.
figure.
It's a very good figure. So I don't think
There's a-
I'm. I mean, what's the price going to be for that guy? That's what's going to make.
That's
me
probably
interested.
about a $10 to $15 if it's a Legend class.
$19.99.
Oh, that's a Deluxe. Well, if it's a core, then yeah, it's probably going to be taking place just above the battle cores.
The Black Arachnia has me interested because I'm thinking, do I need to buy Masterpiece Black Arachnia or do I just need to buy myself
Still need to get that one.
Deluxe Black Arachnia?
Well, a good thing for
I have
me is I'm
lots
not
of
a Beast
those.
Force fan, so don't have to deal with it. Truck, not monkey.
Okay,
Oh, hey,
so-
Julio.
Yeah.
By the way, we are getting the NPM Starscream now.
I already
Well,
bought one.
I know.
I got
After you
it.
mentioned it.
I got it because you said you weren't getting it.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Oh, by the
And then,
way.
I told my distributor, like, hey, Target already has them. I don't need them. And so he came back and he's like, how about if I lower the price? And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe.
What?
So,
That tells you something right there.
I-
It probably
do
isn't
that
gonna
with
do it.
Ratchet. Do that with Ratchet though.
Ratchet, which one's? Oh, the movie.
Movie
Yeah.
Masterpiece Ratchet.
The next
It's just hard to carry some of these Target things because people just as soon as it comes out in Target, they come into the store and be like, how come you don't have it? I'm like, I don't know. I don't control their distribution. It's weird.
Yeah, certain places get the short end of the stick because it's not the biggest retailer. Because that's what happens with my buddy Jeremy. He's gotten some things and he's gotten the short end of the stick, so it shows up in store before he gets it.
Yeah. I use the same distributor as he does for some things.
Yeah.
I have a few of them, but a lot of the stuff I bring in from China or Hong Kong, and usually they get it first. But for whatever reason, Target got Starscream way early.
Well,
Interesting.
So
it's supposed to be a September release for Starscream, supposedly, quote unquote, was
Oh,
my
interesting.
understanding. But
so
for
getting
the
back to
longest
the
time,
getting back to that Kingdom, I'm interested in the leader class being Megatron, but then Voyager class being Optimus. This is speculation for you, question of speculation. Do y'all think that's going to be a Voyager Megatron with extra parts to make him a leader class price point?
Probably. I think so.
Probably, yeah.
But at
That
the-
would suck.
well, I mean, if
I
you
hope
look
not.
at it, the Siege kind of wasn't like that. because it was Ultra Magnus. But yes, the Shockwave was like that, and almost all of Earthrise is like that. But something tells me that since it's a T-Rex, they may not do Voyager. They might go in between Voyager and Leader
Mhm.
for his size, and maybe add some extra tidbits in there.
Well, in the original show, Megatron was bigger than Optimus, so it would make sense that it'd be a full-size Leader class toy, or at least a little bigger than the Voyager size. Just
I
imagine
wouldn't put it
the
past them
show.
to do a full-size Leader instead of a Voyager with extra accessories to make it a Leader price point.
Because let's be honest, this whole thing is going along with the media that they're putting out right now for this whole trilogy. But at the same time, we know very clearly that this is just an excuse to re-release toys that will appeal to us man-child that love to buy these toys.
Well, also the
so-
fact that it is the 25th anniversary of Beast Wars, so it's fallen right in line with their scheduling.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that has me wondering about, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have put out there. But how many more releases of not releases? What do you call it? Groups, waves. There you go. How many more waves of Earthrise do we have? Do you all know?
One
2,
more?
I believe.
2. Okay. And so after that, we should start looking for the Kingdom figures. I'm
Yep.
assuming.
I would assume we would start seeing them sometime around maybe December, January.
Yeah, I would say Christmas time-ish, somewhere in there.
Cool. Anything else you want to say about the Kingdom before we move on?
Believe it or not, I'm not going to collect most of it. Go figure.
Probably,
you not a,
so I grew up with it. I'm probably not going to collect them.
Jim, are you not a Beast Wars fan?
No, I never watched. I honest to God never watched the series either.
Dude, it's actually really good.
I
I
did
bet it
some
is,
of it.
and everybody tells me this, but
It's on
you know,
Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm,
no, it's on Tubi, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh.
probably. You know, as an adult, I went back, and as an adult fan, I went back and watched them, and I really enjoyed them. I even watched the Beast Machines, and it was goofy,
Machines.
but I mean, it was still kind of fun, and I enjoyed watching it. It's to me, it's kind of like the Cyberverse cartoon. The first season is just a goofy throwaway season. Watch it, get it out of the way. But then the following seasons are really good.
that's
And,
exactly what I heard about the Cyberverse, and I need to
yeah,
kind
it
of
is.
That's
backtrack
exactly
and
what
catch
I
up.
heard about Game of Thrones too, and I never watched that. So go figure.
Yeah, but that's not a fun cartoon. That's a depressing live action thing with a bunch of British people. So of course it's going to be bad.
It's dark.
So let's see. We've talked about movie Starscream. The next thing I wrote down, hey, guess what, everybody? All these toys you've been wanting and spending way too much money is now back in stock on Hasbro Pulse. And Jim,
Mega Supreme.
Jim, are you sad that you bought a Mega at the price
No.
you did? No.
No,
That
Robert
was a
and, I
quick
were,
response.
Yeah.
Robert and I were talking about this for the podcast. The guy I got it from, FAO Schwartz, had about 18 of them, and I think about 24 Jetfires or something like that. And so it ended up coming from FAO Schwartz, and I didn't even blink when they brought up the new pre-order. I'm like, I don't care. I happen to get mine from, you know, a established legendary toy company, so I'm fine with that.
So is it worth waiting to see if it comes back in stock before you buy things on the secondary market, like the cone heads on Amazon? I'm looking at the link every day to see if they pop back up. I'm not going to pay $150 or
Oh, you
100.
need the
Going
cone
for
head?
now?
What's that?
Which cone heads? The
The 2-pack
The,
Amazon.
man, if you want them, let me know.
Yeah, the Ramjet and
Okay, there we go
Got the hood
again.
on.
Yeah, I have some here somewhere.
Nice.
And cabinet in the back.
It's Eddie's got gold just hidden around his house. He's
I
like,
got
"Yeah,
everything."
yeah."
Eddie's the guy
I'm
that-
upset about this whole thing because I bought a whole bunch of Jetfires thinking they wouldn't reissue it, and then they reissue it. Those bastards.
Wait, you still
damn
have
it.
some?
You
The
have
three
Well,
reissue is more like-
I bought some on the secondary market. I figured, man, with the
Oh.
Netflix show,
Mm.
these will sell. I'll hold them till Christmas. And,
You
got a show coming up?
Dude, you
What's
should have
funny
been
is-
popping them out at 150 a pop on eBay at least.
What's funny is
Well,
Hasbro's
I
reissue
ended up
policy
listing
is,
a
oh look, we
couple.
found a box in storage. Let's throw
Uh-huh.
it back up.
I gotta get that Omega Supreme.
Hasbro never reissues anything, so I didn't think they'd do it, but
It's
That's
probably
what I'm
just an
wondering
extra
about.
hidden stock.
Why are they suddenly reissuing stuff when they never did
I've-
before?
Because
I think
money.
because
They're listening.
well, the Netflix show came out just recently, and I'm pretty sure the demand for, at least
Yep.
after the Netflix show, we got an increase in emails and calls about Omega, Jetfire.
I was one of
No, it
them.
makes perfect sense, and so does re-releasing those toys. I remember people complaining about Power of the Primes and Combiner Wars and all that. Those cartoons came out after the toys were already gone off the shelf, and everybody started making fun of Hasbro and complaining. And I'm just assuming that this whole re-release of toys is Hasbro planning ahead, knowing full well that they're going to have media for toys that are not on the shelves. So maybe we should plan ahead and have these toys ready to go once the media is aired.
I also think
would-
it's easier for them to, well, with all the crap going on, they're probably like behind in production, behind in design and whatnot. And it's probably real easy to just call the guys in the Chinese factory and say, hey, can we just rerun that for a month?
Yeah.
There you go. It'll be our
That
sales.
makes that actually leads me back to the Kingdom, talking about the Kingdom leaks, Eddie. I thought they were all about trying to protect their toys and what was being released and all that. And it seems like just recently there's been a lot of toys being shown off ahead of time. Are people pulling these from the factories? Do you know anything about
Probably.
that?
I mean, is this being recorded? Are you gonna actually like put this out?
Yes.
It
Yeah.
Oh,
is.
okay.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah, I have no idea how the hell it happened.
Gotta love that internet.
I thought we turned it off.
Is there anything, last thing I'll talk about with this restock, is there anything that's back in stock? Jim, I know that you're excited about some of it because you just said you purchased some more, or another, what's it called? Omega Supreme. Is there anything else you're excited that it's back in stock now? Or
Not
is it
really.
not really?
No, the tapes for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, the tapes, yeah.
The tapes for sure. Other than that, I was kind of surprised to see it all come back into stock as well, but it totally makes sense after Siege, on Netflix, and I'm sure Hasbro got flooded with requests for Supreme and all the other toys. So my guess is that they put them back into quick production and going to have some more coming out.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm glad that there are people out there that are going to be able to get the figures that they want, especially at a regular retail price and not the exorbitant.
Oh yeah.
I made the joke after the show came out, about, and then everyone wanted the toys, those
Yeah,
the Walmart's Siege figures, whatever you want to call them.
gone.
They sat there for months. There were certain
yeah.
things that got picked up. That example that Omega's that Ultra Magnus, that surprise box. You could find them everywhere for clearance. Anywhere from 10.
That was a dumb idea.
That was a very dumb
surprise
idea.
box. That was
Yeah.
the stupidest thing.
But they're doing it again, aren't they?
Yes,
they
but
are.
Surprise.
it's Soundwave. That's what I've gathered. It. The next.
Yeah, I think it's Soundwave, but I hate the
Or
surprise.
the recolor,
box
the Sound Blaster.
Which
Oh, is there a
Soundwave?
Sound
though?
Blaster?
Is it Earthrise Soundwave or is it the Siege Soundwave?
I think it's going to be Earthrise. I think.
But he's coming out in his own box with
Yes.
the
With the Earth
window.
mode.
but
But
with cassettes though in the surprise box.
Yeah, I want to say it's going to be the Sound Blaster because there's no toy of it yet.
Do we have Sound Blaster?
No,
Yeah,
he's talking
it's
Earthrise
a
Sound
version.
Blaster.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
because I
You're right,
swear
Robert.
that I saw Earthrise Soundwave with cassettes in one of those packages, the clear packages like Megatron and Hot Link came in. I swear I saw that. Maybe I'm mistaken. But I don't
I'm
know.
thinking it's Nemesis Prime, but that's just me.
Yeah, my
that.
favorite one that I heard was the Nemesis Galaxy Prime.
Whoa.
That's what
That'd
I
be
heard.
cool.
Yeah, that would be very cool, wouldn't it? Because I didn't buy that one. I got the original from the Cybertron figure.
I got totally lucky and stumbled across one at Target, I think it was. And when I saw him on the shelf, I'm like, well, I never saw you in the live. You're coming home with me.
It's like, who?
Well-
Yoink.
Well,
Yeah.
my
Yeet.
the theory that I put forward is just a theory that I heard, and I like it. So don't go to the bank with that.
What's funny is there's like a lot of speculation on who it could be, and
That's why it's a surprise box, boys. We don't know what's in it yet.
until someone buys it
Surprise.
and does a review of
We'll
it.
find out. We'll find out months before it's released, as usual.
Yeah, probably
Tomorrow
tomorrow.
night at 9.
Yeah, pretty much.
I want
It's
to
like
know
2009 all over again.
why won't they do a guardian color of Omega? I think that would be nice. If they're gonna bring
Omega
back the
Sentinel.
mold, yeah, do a bunch of those.
So
I
damn
want to do
obscure.
that.
I think they could have. I think they're just worried that they'll be sitting on stock for that.
That's
It-
true.
Not
If-
with me, they wouldn't. If they did Omega Sentinel, I'd buy 3 of them. Honest to God, I would. I'd army build that sucker.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I was saying make a box set of 3 of them.
They,
Oh,
they,
jeez.
they have the option now. They've got Hasper Pulse, and then they got the Takara Tommy Mall. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's out there
Yeah.
for them. They just gotta jump on it. That's all they got to do.
Or they can do one of those like crowd-funded, reach 10,000 people, and we'll make that color.
Well, you know, we're all suckers for anything that comes out of the Takara Mall. So, I mean, they don't even have to go that route. Like I said, they just got to put it on the mall, and then everyone's gonna on Hasper Pulse go, hey, when is it gonna show up? When it's gonna show up? We want to
Speaking of
pre-order it.
Speaking of the Takara Mall thing, I'm going way off topic. On my own topic list. Re-releases Takara Tommy Mall, if I can say that right. They're doing Siege Skywarp. Are any of y'all getting in on that one? Because
Really?
yeah, did you not know that? Yeah.
No.
They're releasing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be it's gonna be the import price and all that stuff, but it's probably a better chance of getting it rather than paying what $140 for just one.
It's gonna
figure?
get
I'm trying to bring those in, but as of right now, they're not. I'm not allowed to get any.
Oh wow.
Is that the same one that came with the
Yep.
Spinster Target Master?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is. It's the exact same one. They're doing the Nemesis too.
nice.
Oh, okay.
They're reissuing the Nemesis.
And I still need to find those 2 Target Masters for cheap.
Okay, my last topic that I wanted to do, I went looking for this for the fun of it online, but I really do hate GameStop. I really hate their website. It's horrible.
Yep.
And I've even told them at the store before, and they said, yes, we know.
We
And they
know.
hung their head in shame. But that said, Tiger Electronics Transformer game. Is it worth it? $14. Who's going to buy it? I thought they were cool when I was a kid, but as an adult, I look at that and think, man, that's crap.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm getting it.
is it like a 2020 reissue?
Yes.
Of a 1994 little handheld Tiger Electronics.
I watch a guy on YouTube for a lot of different video games and stuff, and I think he's 1 year older than me. I'm 40, and you know
Oh,
thanks. He said it best. He's like, if you owned it as a kid and it's just memories, go ahead and buy it. He goes, but is it worth the $15? Or actually, thought it was 20, but
It's, well, Hasbro Pulse has it for 15.
for 15, yeah.
Yeah.
If you just want to hang it on your wall and make it look pretty, so be it. But other than that, yeah, it's those same graphics from 1990.
If you can call it graphics.
that's why I'm like real hesitant on saying that. Yeah, it's
I'm
just
trying to remember what
hokey.
the heck it was called, but it's an old calculator
It's the LCD
LCD screen.
LCD
Yeah.
screen. Yeah,
It's just like your little digital watch that you had when you were 5 years old.
Oh, the old Casios?
yeah.
No.
I have one that transformed.
Yeah, and I know that Hasbro's getting back into the whole nostalgic thing, just like when they're releasing the Ghostbusters toys from the from whenever the real Ghostbusters was a cartoon.
I
I
think
guess
the
that
90s.
yeah, I guess that's just part of the push of trying to get all those old toys that we remember.
Well,
out there into the
Not
market.
only that, I mean, from what I saw when they did the whole reveal of that, I think it was just because they had the license and they had the ability to re-release the stuff. That's what they're doing. And same thing with Mattel. Mattel's doing the same thing with the He-Man line, except they're adding modern technology and mobility to those figures. Now
Yeah.
that they have all these licensings.
Mattel and He-Man, they're killing it right now.
Oh, good lord, yeah.
They're killing it like big time. This is what the fans have been wanting for years, and they're giving it to the fans. They're making sure there's not 12,000 He-Man and Skeletor figures everywhere. They're actually making sure that they release the side characters and the villains and everything else. Mattel, I have to admit, I have not been impressed with Mattel for 15 plus years now, and they have blown me out of the water on how well they're doing this.
I want to say they're under new management is probably why.
I would not surprise me in the least bit. I am glad. I have been to some Walmarts. My Walmart right down my street still has, I would say, give or take, 20 or 30 of them. He-Man, Men at Arms, da 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 da. But there are some Walmarts where you've seen the pegs, and they have been empty since day one.
Yep.
They just
Same
can't
here in
get them
Sioux
in.
Falls. All four of my Walmarts, nothing.
Nothing,
We have
yeah.
a Battle Cat, and that's it.
And see, Battle Cat now is all of a sudden starting to get harder to get now. Everyone's been whining online. They can't find Battle Cat. I saw him once or twice. I'm like, I'm not jumping in. I already jumped in the G.I. Joe. I'm not jumping into another line. So, they look beautiful on the pegs, but, not for me. But there's a lot of people crying online that they cannot find these figures in Walmart at all. And then, of course, you got other people in other countries that want them too. So if you got the extra cash to fork them over to people outside the U.S., go for it.
Not only that, you got to deal with the big problem today that's skyrocketed as all these scalpers just going through and finding the newest, hottest things and just scooping the whole damn thing up and using the bots to buy everything out.
There's our next topic right there.
Yeah.
So
here
we go, Eddie.
That was
Eddie,
something that
I tried.
Tried where?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, you found one?
Oh, dude.
found-
Awesome.
Okay, so I found one. There was two at one location. They did the one per person thing. There was a husband and wife that showed up after I got there, after they were waiting in line with me, chit-chatting and whatnot. I had this little scalper shit show up behind me trying to grab the toy from the Target employee. He was trying to be sneaky and go past me on it, and the husband and the wife actually grabbed it from the Target employee and handed it to me because they're like, no, he was first, we were second.
Ooh, what?
Good for them. That's awesome.
Man. There were lines for that?
Yes.
Yeah, there were
I-
lines for that.
Yes.
What? I didn't know it was that, like, I didn't know
People here
were
have
going.
lined outside the store at 8
Target,
o'clock.
yes. Target
For the
screwed
Baroness?
poo- Yes,
Yes.
everyone wants the Baroness. Target
So-
screwed the pooch so bad on this one. Everyone is complaining, and I search online every day to see if there's more. I'm trying to snag them up for everyone that wants one. I have gotten a hold of one, and that's it.
I think they're gonna do a single release
Yes,
without
yes,
the vehicle later.
They are, but
Yes.
Yeah, I
it's-
can wait. Shit, man, I've been waiting 25 years.
I feel like I'm back. I feel like I'm 21 again. I have not done this much toy hunting in a long time, and believe
Oh
me,
shoot!
It's been a
it
long
scared the hell out of me.
Speaking of GI Joes,
Oh, my
there
Uh-oh.
are new
Ah,
new
yeah.
GI Joes.
List.
Do you guys do we want to go through those? Is there something we
Please,
can go through?
please.
Yeah.
Please.
do it, man, do it.
Okay. So is there going to be a new movie?
No,
Video game.
yes, video game and a
Oh,
Snake
video
Eyes
game.
movie. There's
Okay.
a
Yeah,
Snake Eyes
Snake
movie
Eyes
coming up.
movie, yeah.
So there's Wave 3 is going to be movie related. There's a Snake Eyes, a Storm Shadow, and a Lady something. I didn't
J.
catch that last one.
So
Is it Lady
J.
J?
Lady J or Jinx, one or the other. Maybe.
Okay.
Who knows?
And
Or
then
Jinx.
Wave 4 is going to be Zartan and a Cobra Trooper.
Oh, Zartan.
Well, and then
Now
Roadblock
I'm in.
and somebody else.
Another
does a repeat.
roadblock?
Yeah, I know.
Damn it.
He's the bumblebee of the wave.
Oh,
The Bumblebee.
shit.
Dude, one of my targets actually has 8 roadblocks on the shelf. They
Dude,
literally
Dojo
have
has 8
4 of the
roadblocks on
beard
the
and
shelf.
4 non-beard. He's literally already shelf warming.
Oh man, no.
Yeah, I have a ton of those too. And then there's going to be a Red Ninja. Who is the Red Ninja? I don't remember him from
It's
G.I.
a
Joe.
troop build. It's a builder. It's a figure
Oh.
builder.
Builder.
That's all it is.
Okay.
And those are hot cakes right now. So if you get
The Red
those
Ninja?
in, the Red Ninja is a hot cake right now. So yeah, you'll
We
sell
haven't even
those.
gotten Wave 2 yet.
I don't have Wave 2 yet either. So I've got most of them on pre-order except for the Red Ninja. So
I'm like, I don't even know what they're talking about.
once you get that Red
Yeah,
Ninja
G.I.
in,
Joe's flying
Once
over
you
my
see
head.
them, they're nice. I
Julio's
So-
like, what's Gijo?
Now-
Is that Japanese?
I do like the packaging design. I'll give it that much, but I mean that's from a designer standpoint. But yeah,
the figures are actually pretty good. So the funny story, about a year ago, they came to me and said, "Hey, it's good. There's going to be a GI Joe exclusive. Do you want any of these?" I'm like, "They're doing a new movie?" And then I thought about The Rock or whoever was in that last movie.
Is it on part
I'm
3?
like, I'm going to pass on all these. And it turns out it was these the exclusive was the Cobra Trooper that ended up in the Targets.
Mm.
yep.
I passed on that thinking, I don't want another G.I. Joe movie. That was horrible.
So Eddie passed on it, and then Target picked it up. Is that how?
Yeah,
That's
no,
like the
I
George
passed
Foreman
on.
grill when Hogan passed on it and went to George Foreman. Wah wah.
Wait, Hogan? Wait, what's that story?
So
You know-
Hogan was first offered the George Foreman grill and he turned it down for
Hulk
I think it was a
Hogan?
juicer or something like that. Yeah, Hulk Hogan. Yeah, he was originally
What you
offered.
gonna do, brother, when you
Yeah.
grill your meat on the
some Hogan
smoker?
hoagies.
Here's some Hogan hoagie.
Yeah, don't call me brother.
What you gonna do, brother?
Yeah, don't call
No.
me brother.
I'm sorry, that would not have sold well as the George Foreman grill. The Hulk Hogan grill. First off, it's difficult to say. Hulk Hogan grill.
Okay,
Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan grill.
Just
Hogan
imagine the
grill.
commercials for it.
I had not heard that. I did not know
I'm
that.
trying not to.
Too late,
So-
you are now.
Real quick, guys, I do have a scalper story that I've been sitting on up here that I've been working with. So our West Side Target here in Sioux Falls, they have an employee that works there, and he's been scalping crap all over Marketplace. And he got so a week ago Tuesday night, they had the 6 Baroness sitting in the back, and before open the next morning, they were gone. And so this one guy I met in the aisle, he's like, how is that possible? You guys had it last night, and then sometime after close, it wasn't available the next morning. And I'm like, I've got a whole ton of pictures of this guy selling this stuff on Marketplace. It was Funko Pops, Transformers that Target was only going to get. And he would literally scoop them all up and then scalp them.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay. So I actually went ahead and emailed corporate, and I sent them the pictures and everything. I'm like, look, you guys have an employee within your store that more than likely even the manager knows about. And it's kind of similar to my Toys R Us story from last week. This manager didn't get fired, but that employee did get fired. I got an email from Target tonight letting me know that the situation had been taken care of and that employee no longer works for Target Corporation.
Yes.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's the big problem down here in San Antonio. We have too many collectors that work
Yep.
at places like the Walmarts and the
You bet.
Targets,
Yep.
and they will either hide the items for their friends or they will notify their friends like the night of the truck getting in saying, hey, we've got X, Y, and Z coming in. Come in at this morning at this location, pick it up, and you're good to go.
I
Yeah,
scalp
it
my own
does-
stuff.
It doesn't help here in San Antonio. In San Antonio, we have so many flea markets, so everybody will buy these stuff. But you got so many different collectors, sellers, scalpers in San
Yeah,
Antonio.
That's the thing that frustrates me to no end.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll even be. It's worse with the NECA figures too. The NECA figures, people are going bonkers for the turtle stuff. You got people going in and buying everything, and it's like, oh, someone comes in, they buy it all, and another person who's actual collector comes in, wants to buy it from me. It's like, oh yeah, I'll sell it to you out in the parking lot for double its price.
F you.
Yeah.
I am going. You keep talking. All my topics are done. I got to feed a baby, but
That's fine.
I'm just gonna mute my audio. So knock yourselves out. If you need a topic, I can give you something. Changing the name of
We're talking about
Gloria to
scalpers.
Polo.
I remember the situation in San Antonio when Toys R Us was still open, and I was friends with, now not a friend anymore. Anywho, that I don't remember which Target it was. I think if I remember, sorry, Target, Toys R Us off of 410 was like known as it was a crap hole because
Mhm.
run by scalpers.
Yep.
And I remember it was God knows how many years ago, management walked in there and terminated everyone. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, within like 5 days after that happened, all of a sudden there was stuff on the shelves. Like
Yeah.
apparently they had, they the story goes from what I gathered and what I got was a lot of customers were complaining walking in there, and this wasn't just action figures. This was apparently like Barbies and
Hot Wheels and
yeah,
everything.
Tickle Me Elmo and stuff like that. And yeah, literally it was
Man,
corporate.
that's a long time ago.
Yeah, I
Tickle Me
know.
Elmo?
Tickle me, Elmo.
Yeah,
Man,
they,
that's
they
like from
Furbies? Where are the Furbies
80s?
but they were running the show. They were literally. I mean, yeah, Toys R Us
That was
was
before you were born, Julio.
No, what the heck?
That's a
Still
damn,
to
it's a
go.
damn shame.
To go along with that story, Robert, they one of the local shows here known as Ekman's. There were some couple people who had booths there, and when Toys R Us was still around, like for instance, when the exclusive for Rodimus came out,
Oh Lord.
some people would. This one guy would actually not only have his daughter who had a backpack go through, but he would also go out and hide it. And there was actual brawl for some of these toys that someone just threw everything into a basket for. At that same Toys R Us, that 410.
Dude, that Kingdom Cheater looks good. Sorry.
Eddie's Lost in the Kingdom stuff.
Yeah, that Cheetor looks pretty good.
It totally does, and I wonder if it rivals.
Wait, what? You stop being the baby?
Be the baby.
Kingdom Cheater, I gotta join in.
He had to put his 5 cents in.
He has to cool down the milk.
I gotta shake it, man. I gotta shake it up.
Okay.
Cool down the
No,
formula.
That thing looks
Shake
good.
it
It
up.
rivals the masterpiece.
Yeah, it looks good. It
Look,
does
look
look good.
Looking
Look
at
at-
both of them, I was thinking the exact same thing. These look almost identical to the masterpieces, except way more simpler.
That's why I was right before. I don't remember what happened earlier on it, but that's what I was kind of irritated about. You have the Black Arachnia masterpiece figure, and then you have this new Black Arachnia figure coming out, and they look almost identical.
Almost. It just looks
That
smaller.
sucks. That
Yeah.
means all my masterpiece sales will go down. We got
Well,
it.
you still got Black Arachnia?
I got a lot.
oh man, I'm
Woohoo, Black Friday.
Dude, MPs have just died.
Um,
It used to
I'm
be
trying-
like
Julio, I'm,
I'm
right
still
there with
trying
you. I
to-
want that.
I'm
Masterpiece
trying to get
right
it.
there. I want that black masterpiece.
I still need to get Masterpiece Hound.
Well, the other problem is with the masterpieces, especially with the G1 stuff. They went from just doing G1 modernized a little bit to cartoon accurate, and it's reflooding the market with the
Yeah.
same figures, just except for MP44 and then now the soon-to-be new Seeker mold. But it's
ooh,
all
that Starscream looks good though.
Yeah.
It does look good.
if they do a G2 version, I'm all for it. But that's just me. But anyway, I think it's just they're oversaturating the market with trying to make everything tune accurate, and no one's biting it. And same thing with the Beast Wars, because not too many people are wanting the Beast Wars stuff now. It's more affordable, and the Kingdom thing, they might just bite. for it.
Why is Masterpiece Optimus Primal like so much now? It's like
I
in
think
the
it's one of
$300, $400 range.
Is it really?
Out of print. Out of print.
Yep, out of print, and one of the
Just
first.
wait. They'll reissue it if they need to.
Well, I have them. I'm just saying.
Eddie, I have a topic.
Yeah.
Speaking of masterpiece, I don't know if you can talk about this exactly, but what's the deal with everyone emailing their customers on jacking up the shipping prices and figures magically jumping up even though they're still on pre-order? What's going on? You haven't done it. I've noticed you have not done it, but I've been hearing
I'm just eating
complaints
it.
from multiple groups.
So,
Well, yeah.
so shipping is actually pretty bad. I think the U.S. has limited incoming flights from overseas. So because of that, a limited number of even cargo planes can come in. And because of that, you have all these Chinese factories that are wanting to push product out and ship, right? And you have a smaller supply of shipments that can come in. So shipping prices have gone through the roof, like really bad. And that's why we've increased prices on certain things like the larger like gigapower dynos. It's impossible for us to get it in at whatever the original pricing is. So we've had to raise our prices for that. For the fans toy stuff, the prices increased, but if you pre-ordered, we just ate the cost and gave it to you at the original price. But shipping prices have just gone up like almost 3 to 4x, and it's killing me on margins.
Well, I
And
mean,
it
also if
doesn't
you
help.
look at it, the USPS, the same thing when you're trying to ship stuff out. Like they say, those flat rate boxes, small, medium, and large, they've all gone up at least $1 to $3 per size or whatever. So I mean, shipping makes sense that that's going to go up. But as far as their certain places like say BBTS jacking up the prices of the figures, it kind of makes sense what Eddie was saying.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and interrupt here. I'm gonna stop the recording, and so that way we can talk freely. So let me go ahead and say thank you guys. It's been fun, and I look forward to trying to do this on a regular basis. Obviously, my hands are full from time to time. So, I actually have a couple topics that are. I'd like to just have people log on and talk about specific topics and just those topics. One of them is your favorite, your fantasy Transformer. If you could have any Transformer toy, be it your own design or a character that's never gotten a toy or something along those lines, let's talk about that. Stupid things like that, but things that are fun to talk about and get on and discuss. So topics like that I'm going to have available, and I'll set times that people can log in. I'll post that in the group, and hopefully we can do something with those. But anyway, I do want to go ahead and wrap this up. So thank you guys. Thank you, Jim, Robert, Eddie, Julio, and Cole. I know there's somebody else. I think it was Joshua. I can't remember who else. Peyton Fisher, I think. Oh my goodness.
Was Peyton out here? I didn't even hear him.
I think he posted about getting on, but I don't see him. I didn't get a chance to talk to him
in a while.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks guys, and I look forward to the next time. So until then, y'all have fun.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.